What's up? I am Saiasmi Gupta, co-founder of 10x for the Kids, and today we are going to be creating the Guess the Number game using the one and only programming language JavaScript. So, we have already created this game using Python, right? You can see my video on my YouTube channel. So, today we are going to be creating the same game using JavaScript. So before we start, let me give you a brief if you have already not seen my video of Python. So I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna how the plan is going to go through in this video. So first we're gonna be creating a random number, okay, which is gonna be from 1 to 100. Then we'll take a user input to make the user guess the random number, right? And we'll also make a variable which keeps a track of how many guesses it takes the user to really guess the random number. The number of guesses which could be only 100, right? But of course, it can exceed if the person forgets. But I don't think anybody is what can I say, is so I mean, if I don't know if anybody can forget something that quick. But whatever, everybody is different. So, no problem. So, after the random number is generated, we have gotten the user input. We have converted it into a number. Now, you might be thinking, what am I saying from converting it into a number? So in JavaScript, whenever you take user input from using prompt, even though you enter a boolean or a number or whatever, you would always get it as a string. If you take out the type of it, you're always gonna get a string, right? To change that, we're gonna convert it into a number, right? To do that, we are gonna do is number.parseInt, right? And then after we have created a guesses variable, we're gonna see if the number that is guessed is not equals to. If it is not equals to the random number. So we're gonna put a while loop in this, okay? While the random number is not equals to the user input. Then we're going to put an if and an else statement that if the number is greater, then we should tell him that the number you have guessed is wrong, it is greater, please try again, and let it prompt again, and the guesses variable will increment by 1 because obviously, like, you're taking another guess, you're guessing again, right? Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same, write an else if statement on if the user input is smaller, right? Then that will finish. Then at the end we write that yay, like yay, you got the correct number. The number was whatever the random number was. The number of guesses it took you to really guess this number was the guesses, right? So it's a very fun and outstanding game and a very simple and a easy and a best game because you can also play it, and for a beginner or just for fun or practice or some like thing like that, this is a perfect game. So actually I'm gonna keep you guys right here. So we're gonna be using Replit. Okay, so I'm gonna create HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and I'm gonna write a name as Guess the Number Game, right? So I've already made this multiple times, so that's why it was giving me an option of it was giving me the name, right? So I'm gonna open index.html and I'm gonna remove this hello world as it is showing it and just keep this much part, right? So first, as I told you, we are gonna be generating a random number. Right, so your always names of the variables should be correct, right? Math should it should be math dot random. So, at like here I have my pencil case, any pencil case, and in here we store pencils, erasers, and sharpeners, right? So this is a container which is known as a pencil box, right, or a pencil case. Similarly, in your home there must be rye, wheat, or whatever, right? So that must be stored in a container, and that container must be named something like a rice container or whatever, right? So similarly, as this container is known as a pencil case, same way, instead of naming it a container, we say it as a variable in JavaScript, right? And then we can name the variable, right? The name of the variable should always be such a way that it explains what is it containing. It's not important, but it's a good practice and an outstanding thing to do, right? So the people who know JavaScript must know that there's var and let. Let is more modern, but we're gonna create var. Use var as it is a global scoped variable. It creates global scoped variables, and global scoped variables means that it can be used anywhere in the whole code. For example, when we create a variable in a function and we use let, that is known as a block scoped variable. Let it makes a block scoped variable. So you can't use it outside the function, right? So I'm gonna be using var, as the people who are familiar and know a bit old fashioned coding and everything, var was used first. So now from this var random decimal math.random, what we are getting is any random number, which can also be a decimal, and it can go till infinite, right? There's no limit. Then we're gonna create a variable known as random number, as we want the number till 1 to 100, right? So, and we don't want a decimal number, so we're gonna do math dot floor. This number rounds off the generated number. So random decimal, we're gonna write a random decimal into 100 plus 1, because this is not included, so it is random decimal into 99, but we want it till 100, so 99 plus 1, 100. Now our first step is done of creating our random numbers. To test this out, we are gonna be using alert random number. Let's see. It's loading, 1 second. Look, here we got 92. Then we try again. Then 8. It always gets a random number, a different number. It's a random number. So we know our replet is working perfectly fine. So now we are gonna make a variable which is gonna take a user input, because we want the user to guess. So we're gonna do what is it? Prompt. Yes, prompt. Enter a number between 1 to 100. Then you might find this weird that what am I writing here, but see. Right, so basically what we're gonna do is, for example, if I just comment this and I do type, oh wait, I'll have to do alert. Type of user input, right? For example, I'll show you. I enter a number between 1 to 100. Now I'll write 5. So even though it's a number, it will say it's a string. So to convert it into a number, obviously, we are gonna use this function known as number.parseInt, and then we'll pass here the variable or the container which we want to convert into a number. Okay, so when we have got the input, we'll first, before going if it is not equals to, we're going to make a variable known as guesses, which is equals to 0, as we are keeping a track of what do you say, number of guesses it takes for the user to guess the random number. Now we are going to use a while loop. While, let's say, user input, the number that the user has guessed, is not equals to random number. So what it should do is if user input is greater than the random number. So see, what we are doing is, while we are putting a while loop, if user input is not equals to the random number. So it will go in this while loop if it is not equals to the random number. Then it will see, is the number that I've generated, the user has generated, is greater than the random number? If this is true, it will go in the if, and first we wanted to increment guesses is plus equals to 1. So basically we are incrementing the guesses variable as it took another guess, right, to guess the random number, is equals to guesses plus equals to guesses equals to guesses plus 1. Guesses plus equals to 1 is equivalent to guesses equals to guesses plus 1. Oh no, we don't want this. Now we are gonna change. No, I don't know how this got generated. So first we're gonna tell the user that alert. We're gonna tell the user that your guess is too high. Yeah, your guess is too high. Please try again. Then we're gonna do user input. So basically now we're changing the value of our variable container, and then prompt enter a number between 1 to 100. So basically why we are doing this is because I'm talking about this. So we are changing the value of user input, as now if the user input which the user has given in here is greater than the random number, then the guesses will increase, the alert will come. So now the user has to enter again a different value, right? So that's why we have to change and again check, right? Now we are gonna do exactly what we're gonna do is the same thing. So I'm gonna copy this, but we are gonna see if it is smaller. If else if, we're gonna write a else if user input is smaller, then also guesses is plus equals to 1 is too small, and then yeah. So from this it will do what is doing is it will show that your guess is too high or it is too small. Please try again or please try again, and then it's gonna change, and then it's gonna take a number again. So it will keep on going till this while loop is true, and it keeps on going in here, and the user input is till it is not equals to, sorry, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, till it is not equal to the random number, right? So if when the user input is greater, or what should I say, is sorry, not greater, is equivalent, then what we want to do is alert for, oh wait, first we'll have to close the while loop, right? So alert, congratulations, you guessed the correct number. Right? You guessed the correct number. Great job. Then what we want to do is, what was I doing? Sorry, what did I want to write is, yeah, alert the random number was, and this right space and plus, we're gonna print the random number, whatever the random number was, right? Then we're gonna tell how many guesses the user took. So the number of guesses you took were, plus guesses. And just like that, congratulations guys! In 22 lines of code, we have created our very own guess the number game using JavaScript. So let's test it out. So enter a number between 1 to 100. I'm gonna write 60. Your guess is too high. Okay. Please try again. Okay. Now I'm gonna write 40. Your guess is still too high. Okay. Then I'm gonna write here 20. It's too small. So it's between 40 and 20 to 40. So 30. Congratulations, I guessed the correct number. Woohoo! I guessed the correct number. The random number was 30. And it got the correct thing. The number of guesses I took was 3. My mistake, I pressed enter, but if you could pause the video and see, it was showing it. Let's try again. 50. Your guess is too small. Please try again. 70. Your guess is still too small. Oh God. 90. Your guess is still too small. Okay. 95 is too small. Oh my God. 97 is too small. 99. Yay, I guessed the correct number. The random number was 99. The number of guesses it took me were 5. And then finish. It was an outstanding game. This was such a fun game, right? And it was not even a difficult code, right? So guys, I really, really, really hope. Wait, let me save this. One second. Oh, okay. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and this video was very fun and interesting because we just created our own guess the number game using JavaScript. So guys, I really hope you like this video, and please stay tuned for my next video. Thank you guys. Bye. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep watching my videos.